Hello, I'm Margaret Turner in Adelaide with Veggie Vision. I have Julietta here and we're following her pregnancy. Hello Julietta.
Hi Maggie.
Hi. You're at a stage now where you would be considering nappies.
Yes, the time has come when I have to make a decision and start to get things seriously happening.
Have you faced any dilemmas at deciding?
Deciding
On maybe disposable to cloth nappy?
Well, actually, I haven't had great difficulty in deciding that I definitely want to go with cloth nappies. It was my gut instinct at the start, and when I started looking into it, it really just confirmed my instinct. There are so many reasons why I think that cloth is definitely better, although I'm aware that it's quite an unusual choice these days. Almost everyone, even people who claim to be environmentalists, seem to go with the disposables.
Well, I've heard there's about 91% of Australians' parents that use disposable nappies.
I'm sure that would be right, and it's a bit scary really, because they say that each child that uses disposables creates about 900 kilos or so of landfill material before they're toilet trained, and if you multiply that by 91% of 21 million, it's an awful lot.
It is, and they take about 500 years to break down.
Yeah, mind you, people also say that of course there's an environmental cost involved in cloth nappies as well. Firstly, the cloth has to be grown, clearly, but also they have to be laundered, and so there's mainly it's water use that's involved there, especially if you're line drying them, so you're not using a great deal of electricity to dry them. But water is also obviously involved in the industrial processes that are required to produce disposable nappies, and even if you recycle them, unfortunately that's not available in Adelaide at the moment, but in some parts of Australia there are nappy recycling services. Yeah. That's correct, but even that process, again, it is an industrial process that requires the use of water and other chemicals and creates yeah.
So you've decided...
I'm definitely in favour of cloth. There's other reasons as well. There's a lot of health reasons that people are not particularly aware of about the chemicals which are contained in disposable nappies. Some of them are quite scary. You know, there's chemicals in there that cause jellyfish to change gender, change sex.
They're also talking about the gel that's in there that absorbs.
That's right, the gel that's in there. There's a chemical cocktail in there essentially, and it's pretty scary when you think it's very close to your baby's body for 24 hours a day for a couple of years. So that's a concern to me. Well, there's also the comfort factor, because personally I wouldn't wear anything plastic, and I just don't like the idea of putting something plastic on my baby's body. It just puts me off.
And the other plus for cloth nappies is you can use them again for your next child.
Exactly, and there's a huge cost saving. I think disposables cost parents about $3,000 or $4,000 over the
time, the 3 years.
That's
or
right. Disposables. With cloth nappies, even if you go with the new expensive fancy ones, you're talking about maybe $600-700.
Wow.
Yeah. And the other benefit as well is regarding toilet training, because they say that with disposables, the child actually can't feel that it's wet, and they actually don't develop the awareness or the motivation to toilet train, and that studies have shown that children in disposables actually toilet train later.
Wow, that's something new. Yeah. Well, thank you so much for that.
That's okay.
You've been watching Veggie Vision in Adelaide.